Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Denison, and if this is your first time of coming to this channel, the first thing you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like this video, click on the bell icon so that anytime we drop good content like this, you will be among the first persons to see it and watch. So I want us to discuss an interesting topic today. And this topic is for people who are just starting out, who don't have enough funds, who want to go into rice distribution business. Right? So in Nigeria now, we all know how much is a bag of rice now. This is something that we were selling for 18,000, 20,000 in 2022 and 2023. But fast forward to 2024, a bag of rice now is close to 100,000. Right, close to $100, right? A bag of rice now, even with the producers who sell for 60 something to 70 something thousand naira. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can join. You know, there is money in rice business. That is just a fact. There is money in rice business. So I will share with you the steps that you need to take, that you can also be part of this product, because it's one of the most consumed food in Nigeria, and people will not stop eating rice because the price is expensive. Even if a bag of rice is 300,000, we will still eat rice, right? But we'll never pray for such times. Good. May God help us so that we will not be able to, we will not spend that much, and we're praying that the price drop. But what I'm trying to say is that no matter the price, people will still eat. And you can also join this and start making money. So stay connected to this video as I share with you the steps you will take to start this rice distribution business here in Nigeria, even with zero to little capital in 2024. So what are the challenges to consider? I always do this because if you're going into any business, if you understand the kind of business you're going to, it will be better for you and you make better decisions. You will see whether it is something you can do or something that you should not do, right? So it's not something that somebody will force you into or scam you into or convince you because of the profit that is inside. Then you invest your money or your energy, and then at the end of the day be disappointed. So these are the few challenges. There are many other challenges, right? But these are the key 4 challenges that you might face or you must face in this rice business. This has been my business since 2019, August 2019. This is when I started rice production, processing rice. So this has been our challenge, even we, the producers. Number 1 is logistics. Then number 2, source of supply. Number 3, uniformity of rice type. Then number 4, inconsistency in rice quality. So I'll just take time to share with us briefly on all these 4 points. So logistic is one of the difficult issues, right? So let's assume you're going into rice business now, and you'll be needing someone who, or a transport company that will move the rice from Benue State, from Niger State, from Taraba State, from Kebbi State, right? These are states that produce rice in large quantity in Nigeria. Benue State, Niger State, Nasarawa, Kebbi, Taraba, the rest. They produce rice, Ebonyi, right? They produce rice in large quantity. So let's assume you are now in Port Harcourt. You know, Port Harcourt, they don't produce rice in large quantity. You are in Lagos. Lagos does not produce rice in large quantity. Even though they do, the population there, they still demand a lot, right? So what are you going to do? You will need a transport company that will move this rice from Lagos, from Benue State to Lagos for you. Remember, you don't have money. You don't have any kobo on you. You don't have any dollar on you. This video can also help anyone within African countries that is watching this channel, even outside African countries. The challenges are almost the same. So you will need a company. You don't have money to buy your own truck, so you are going to depend on a company. So the first thing you need to do is, how are you going to tackle this challenge of logistics? How are you going to discuss which of the logistic company is going to bring down your rice for you anytime you need? So if you're able to tackle this challenge, then you are in business. Then source of supply, just like I had highlighted, if you're getting your rice from, you have to know where your rice is coming from. Let me just put it that way. Now, without being biased, we all know that rice that comes from Benue State is sweeter than the rice that comes from Kebbi State. It's sweeter, it is more tastier than rice that comes from Niger, or rice that comes from Ebonyi. That is a fact, and this is because of the soil, right? The nutrient and the soil type, right? So if you're going to be getting rice, you have to know your source of supply. Your rice is coming from Benue State, right? So your customer should be used to your rice. They know that, okay, if I'm buying rice from Mr. SYZ, the rice is coming from Benue State, and you have to know the person that is going to be sending this rice for you. So you have to consider this. It's a big challenge, because most times you will not be able to have one source for your rice. And when you don't have one source for your rice, automatically you're going to have a kind of a challenge in maintaining quality, in maintaining rice type. This moves us to number 3, the uniformity of rice type. So because the rice is not coming from one farm, or from one state, or from one location, or from one company, there will be differences in the rice, and it's a challenge, because if I sell long grain to you, which mostly comes from Nasarawa State, for maybe you ordered for 200 bags, so the one I gave you was long grain from Nasarawa State, then you ordered for another 300 bags, and then the rice has been exhausted in Nasarawa. I need to go and source this rice now from Benue State. So the challenge is the rice will not be the same again. So how are you going to do it? It's a challenge. Your customer will start feeling maybe you cheated them, right? They'll start feeling the one you gave me was better. Why are you giving me a different type of rice? The rice that is coming from Thailand is not the same with the one that comes from China. It's not the same with the one that comes from Egypt. That is one thing with agricultural produce. So when you know how to do this, if you know how to be consistent in supplying from one source, it's an added, it's an unfair advantage that you're going to gain over other customers, other rice distributors. But when you're not able to tackle this challenge, it's also a disadvantage to you starting out. The uniformity of rice type. The uniformity of rice type. Is it Faru 44 that you're coming? So every time I'm ordering rice from you, I know that is Jamila rice. These are popular rice in Nigeria, right? Faru 44. I know that, okay, if I'm ordering from you, it's Jamila rice. So when you now switch the rice type and you give your client Faru 44, there will be a challenge. So how are you going to tackle this? It's something that you have to consider. The inconsistency in rice quality. This one is a challenge for the factory. So if you're producing rice, like how I produce my rice, the quality of the machines that we have, most of the rice companies here don't have. Alright, so I can maintain quality over time. But if you get the rice from a place where they don't have standard machine, then the quality that comes today was stone free, no blackhead, no brownish rice on it. Then the next time you order, and there were small stones or sand or broken rice, then there will be complaint, and it will kind of slow your business for you. So it's a big challenge. We face this daily. Even we producers of this rice, most times when we go to villages to source for rice now, we will discover that not all the farmers find the same type of rice. So most times the quality of rice starts from the farm. So if the farmer did not farm or cultivate the rice that will give us. We know that sometimes when I see rice from the paddy, I know that this one will give us quality output. And when we see it from the paddy and discover that it will not give us quality output, it's a challenge for us, and it's a challenge for our distributors, because at the end of the day, their clients will complain, and when their client complain, it will affect my business. So these are the challenges that we face. So we are just trying to see how we can get a cooperative of farmers that farm in large volume, same quality of rice. It's not easy. It's very difficult, but it's a big challenge that if we are able to overcome, our business in rice distribution will be successful. So these are the few challenges that you have to consider. Logistic, number one. Source of supply, number two. Uniformity of rice type. Then inconsistency in rice quality. When you tackle these challenges, you are good to go to start your rice distribution business. So next is how much do you need as capital? All you need is the wheat to start. With $0 in your account, you start any huge commission. And this is how I started in 2019. I did not have rice factory. I did not have a rice farm then. So all I did was take out my phone, go to a producer, snap the quality of rice that they have, make a post on social media that I'm selling this rice now. And that was how I was able to start and build a factory. So it's the same formula I'm sharing with you. All you have to do is, you don't need money to start this business. With your smartphone and the same data that you use on social media is all that you need. It's all that you need. Just negotiate with the rice producer. Okay, if you're selling your rice for 55,000, can you give it to me for 52 or 54,000 so that I can sell for 55 or sell for 60,000 depending on your market? That is how you start this business. You earn a commission, or you can even be selling at the same factory price for a commission. Okay, give me 5% of sales or 10% of sales. Your own is to get the customer. The factory does the supply, and pay you your commission. Building a big rice processing factory is good, but you don't have money or enough money to build one now. So just start promoting OPP, which simply means other people's product, and earn good commission. Build a list of off-takers now. Build a list of off-takers now. So people will now know you as someone who supply rice, a distributor of rice. They can now know that this one is distributor of Denko rice, or Kukumama rice, or onion rice, or tomato rice. When they know, when all your social media friends, people in your office, people in your neighborhood know that you distribute rice now, you're building a list of off-takers. People who will just buy immediately as you're posting, right? So you don't need money to start this business. If you have money, it's another advantage, but still yet you can keep your money and try the waters first before you inject money into it. And then how to start making sales. Because now you have identified that Denison, Billionaire Farmer, is going to supply rice to you. Then from your end, how do you start making sales? Get a reliable rice processing factory or mill as your suppliers. Don't get a third-party distributor. You will not make profit. What I mean here is this: if you come to me, I'm a rice processor, right? If you come to my factory direct and meet me direct, I'll give you at a price. Then if another person is coming to you, you're also going to add your money and give that person to also add money. So that is what I mean third-party distributor. By doing that, you will not make money. So if you want to sell rice, don't go to Mr. B that is buying from Billionaire Farmer to sell to you. Go to Billionaire Farmer and buy from him, or strike this agreement with him. It will be better for you that way, because your product, as you're coming into the market, will not be too coarse. You're going to penetrate this market using this strategy. Your rice will not be too coarse, but it will be of good quality. That is how to build. Use the internet as your store first. Start promoting rice all over social media platforms daily. When people know you, your business will boom. When people know you, your business will boom. Start promoting it daily. Don't promote once and stop. If you check my social media now, as I'm making this video, being 19 June 2024, I'm selling yam, right? Distributing yam now on a large scale. If you check my social media in the last 24 hours, I've posted rice more than 10 times or more than 5 times. So people on my social media, my 11,000 followers, are seeing me posting yam. So even if they are not going to buy yam, they will sleep in their dream and still see that there is one boy that used to sell yam called Billionaire Farmer. So if anybody is interested in yam, they can refer the person for me. I got a social media, I got a WhatsApp message this afternoon from a lady who told me that she wants to buy 40 pieces of yam. That somebody from my Facebook shared my number with her. Can you see it now? So what if I didn't post there? You post rice today, the next day you did not post, the following day you did not post. That is not business. Post rice until all your 1,000 friends see that you're selling rice. All your 500 friends see that you're selling rice, both on your WhatsApp status. They might not buy today, but one day they will buy, or one day they will refer someone to you. Right? So renting a warehouse facility is good if you can afford it as a beginner. I did not have that when I started out anyway, because I didn't have the money to do it. So social media was my store. I will just snap a picture, post. When I have the order, I will just call my supplier, he will send, I give her the number, I collect my commission, give her money. So this is how you can start this business too. And one of the advantage of you having a warehouse is, maybe if you're in Lagos and you're distributing this rice, and people in Lagos are your customers, when the rice get to Lagos, they will come to your place and pick, right? So it will only help you that way. But if you don't have, the delivery should be done straight to where they can go by themselves and pick, so that you will not be the one moving about to get this rice for them, right? So this is how you need to start making sales. This is how you need to start making sales. You don't need much. This is the simplest ways to start making sales. Don't be sleeping on social media posting things that doesn't add value to your financial earning ability. Start promoting an agricultural product. It could be yam, could be groundnut, could be crayfish, could be snail, could be plantain, right? Promote it until everybody on your friends list on Facebook know that you're selling it. That is how to make money. And then let's look at how to make high profit. Remember I told you this. And most of the agricultural product that we sell today, making profit now. One of my mentors shared this with me some time ago. I think that was in 2020. Higher volume, small profit margin. Low volume, high profit margin. He said there are products and services where you need to sell plenty or in bulk for you to make profit. Then there are some products and services that you can sell very small, but your profit margin will be high. So most of the agricultural products requires that you make small profit but sell in higher volume. Most agricultural products, like low volume, high profit, is like real estate, right? People that are into real estate, you can buy a land now for 200,000 and sell that land for 500,000. The challenge with low volume and high profit margin products is that they don't sell every day, or they don't sell often. It takes time for them to be sold. But high volume and low small profit margin, these are things like maybe you're selling biscuits, you're selling onions, you're selling tomato, you're selling in small quantity. You need to sell like 20 baskets of tomato for you to make a profit of 3 million or 4 million or 5 million. You get. But somebody that buy land or a vehicle, let's say buy a G-Wagon today, can sell it today and make like 10 million naira profit. But you need to sell like maybe 1,000 bags for you to make 10,000 naira profit of rice, right? So most agricultural produce are in the category of high volume small profit. High volume, small profit. You need to sell very high. The profit will be small, but when you compound it right, you will be able to do high volume and then higher profit. Okay, for example, now let's assume you're distributing my rice now to people in Port Harcourt, and you're making 500 as net profit per bag, and in a month, or let's say in 2 months time, you were able to sell 5,000 pieces of rice. That is the bag, 50 kg bags. You sold 5,000 pieces. Can you see your profit? 2.5 million naira. 2.5 million naira. This is big money. You don't have a factory, right? You don't have a factory. All you did is just to promote. You keep compounding your 500. So for you to make 2.5 million now in other business or in other products, even agricultural products, you have some that you can even do low sales, but the profit margin will be very high, right? So, but this particular one, rice, if you want to be making 20,000 or let's say 10,000 per bag of rice, you will not make sales that way. You will not make profit that way. Many people try doing that. There was a time I was giving someone an opportunity to sell my rice, and I told her that her profit is 500 per bag. I say it's too small. I say it's because you are not looking at volume. The profit is small because you want to be selling 10 bag, 5 bag, 20 bag. Me, I'm looking at selling 10 truck, 20 truck, 5 truck, minimum of 5 truck per week. Then you are looking at selling maybe 10 bags. So if you sell only 10 bag, 500 times 10, actually the money is very small. But if you start looking at where can I get a company or a warehouse, another distributor that can buy, or another person that cooks rice that can buy at least 50,000 bags, or can buy 1,000 bags per week, you can know how much 500 will give you. And I'm not saying that should be the set amount. You can make more than 500, but you shouldn't make it too high. Make it small, but make sure you sell large volume, high volume, small profit margin. But when you compound it, the money will be big. Yeah, you can start selling, making more profit without farming rice, without spending money on setting up a rice factory, right? What is the way forward now? After distributing rice and making much money, and most importantly, building a good customer base, it is time to start your brand. It is time to start your brand. What do you need to start building your brand? Number one, you need NAFDAC number. And those of you that are not Nigerians, NAFDAC is the body that is in charge of approving, monitoring the distribution, production, consumption of food and other drugs within Nigeria. And even for exports, if you're coming in to do business in Nigeria, it requires that you have this number, especially if it's consumable goods. And if you're exporting, NAFDAC must approve your product. So by building your own brand of rice, and building brand here, it means that let's assume your rice will now come with your own name, with Billionaire Rice, right? Or Esther Rice, right? Billionaire Rice, Esther Rice. You're now building it on your name. But remember, you are selling Denko rice, but you have promoted, you have gotten customer, you have built, you have understand how the business work. So the next step or the next thing to do is to do what? Build your brand, start your own. Then when you get NAFDAC number, you trademark. Trademark helps to prevent your name, someone from stealing your name. So you can't go and register Denko rice now because I've used that name, right? I've trademarked the name. The body in charge of trademark will tell you that no, this name has been chosen and is being used by another company. So you now look for Billionaire Rice or Dollar Rice. Can you see it now? So then when you have your trademark, you brand your rice back. All of this that we're doing, you're yet to have a factory, right? But now you have made profit, you have gotten money, now you can invest in these things. And I've made a video of how you can get all of this without having a rice factory. Then number 4, rice processing factory. You can see why I highlighted that red, right? Because you don't still need it at this time. But if you have money, why not? You can build. But even if you don't have money, you can have your brand, Esther Rice, without a rice factory. You can start selling this rice. You can do it for as long as possible. Then when you have money, you build your own personal factory, or you never even build a factory, but you still have your rice brand. You just coordinate your rice and you're making good money from trading rice, right? So thank you for watching this video to the end. If you like this video and you get value from the video, like the video. And if this is your first time watching this video or coming to my channel, you can subscribe to this channel, turn the bell icon on, so that anytime I make a video you get it first. Our WhatsApp contact is open for consultation and also question. Anybody that want to go into rice, maybe you want to get a source of supply, I'm here to guide you, right? So even maybe you're into rice and you're having challenges, I'm also here to guide you concerning that. So thank you for watching to the end. I remain Dennison, your billionaire farmer. See you in the next video.